Hello and welcome to the Knights of Thanos. This is a special video as this is going to be similar to my Cardiff video in that I'm just going to be sharing photos and doing a voiceover of the Belgium comic book museum, which is actually the largest in the world. And I've been to one other one which was in Kyoto, but this one was so much bigger and had so much more stuff in it, and it was more interesting in the sense that it had the history of comics as well as also an exhibit on feminism in comics, which I'm really interested in, as I like the blending of politics and comics, and there were really good exhibits on that. But the history of comics, especially European comics, was especially good. This bit is like going through like tapestries from both this bit China, and then the next photos is going to be tapestries and stuff in Europe, which I never really thought about as being comics. But if you think about they're telling a linear story, then they are comics, and that approach really interested me. And also, as you're seeing, just pictures such as this telling a story, this martial arts is telling a story in the same way that if you look at the art of an Iron Fist comic, the martial arts is very similar to this in the way that it's drawn. And also how they carry comedy in the sense of newspaper comic strips, which was of course the earliest publicised en masse form. And then this is a Belgian comic strip called Bjork, which was quite controversial when it was coming out in the 1940s, as it was making fun of Hitler, as well as just provocative stories such as this one of him making a bird house, which he then uses as a toilet. And then the next one is a sort of parody on the nuclear bombings of Japan, which is obviously quite taboo if you were to think about it. But yeah, and then this is a Where's Hitler comics, which is also in there, which of course is risky. And then this is a quick shout out to you guys, Yab, the group I went with, if you're watching this. And this was just some art that I really liked. I can't remember who it was by, but it's by a French artist for a French graphic novel, and I really loved it. And this is just a little Spock comic that I took a picture of because I love Star Trek. So yeah, and that made me laugh. There's also a lot of stuff, as you saw, of Tintin and of Smurfs, and as I said, Bork, Belgian comics, and European comics and Asterix, which I really enjoyed since I grew up reading Asterix and Tintin. So I really enjoyed seeing the history of that. And then it also had a little bit on anime, and that was also not anime, on manga, which was also interesting. Sorry, and now I'm going to end the video because my voice is starting to really die, and this is just a picture of the exhibit on the feminism in comics and its history. So thanks for watching. Remember, just subscribe somehow.